Alright, so that takes care of the Almanacs quest, the Dungeon NPC quest, the bank, the market, and the next thing I wanted to show you was some of the stuff for level 50. I told you that it gets kind of exciting. Now we're going to bring up our inventory, and I mentioned a little while back that down here, if you get a Dofus, this is where it goes, or a trophy. These are trophies. These little bronze ones are considered minor level. All of them are going to be level 50. In fact, if we click on equipment, there is a trophy right here. And then right here are all the trophies that are in the market. And there are loads of them. But see how they're all level 50? The trophies go at level 50, level 100 for the medium level, and then level 150 for the high level. This one right here, if you put this on, you get 15 agility. This one gives you 10% air resistance. Or, no, it just gives you 10 air resistance, not percent, I'm sorry. This gives you an extra 3 air damage. This gives you 5 air damage, but it requires you to have less than 2 pieces of the same set. This one, you know, I'm not going to go through this whole list. Here's for your Omni character. See, it gives you 3 to each of the elements in damage. But the downside is it takes away some of your crit damage. There's so much stuff I want to cover, but I got to do it in pieces. So these are trophies, and the cool thing is this is a set, you know, you got all your equipment and things going on over here, and you can slowly level these things up, but these have been empty this whole time. Well, as soon as you hit level 50, you literally can put on 6 pieces here if you want to. So that's what I've got over here are some things related to my character. So this is going to be my healer. Remember, tank, he's going to be my healer. So I got this one here. It says +4 to heals. And what this does is if I was going to cast a healing spell and it was going to heal by 50, this will make it 54. It just adds right on top of whatever my heal is going to be. And then I've got this one right here. It's called Minor Curer. 8 heals. Well, now that 50 is going to have +4, +8. That's 12. So now I'm going to heal by 62 instead of 50 just because of these 2 trophies. Now see, I couldn't put this one on because it says I have to have a set with less than 2 pieces. Well, right now, I have this entire larva set on, which is a 5-piece set. Now, I have gear to put on him that will get rid of this and make it to where I don't have more than a 2-piece set, but I can't wear some of it yet. See, like this right here, I got to be level 54. This one, I got to be level 53. So I got to go up a little higher before I can put on this trophy. But I can put on this one. This is just straight 40 vitality. See right here, 587. I'm going to put that on. Boom, 627. These things are so awesome. I love the trophies. This one would give me 25 intelligence, but again, it's a less than 2-piece set. This one here is +1 range. I put that on. Any of my spells that have the ability to adjust in range just got 1 longer, which is fantastic. I'll show you real quick where you can see how much range you have for your spells, because it doesn't list it on the main page here. You have to click on the advanced, and then it's right under here under primary characteristics. You'll see range, and right now I have +1 range. So any spells, for example, this anchor, see underneath it says cost and then range 1 to 6, but in parentheses it says modifiable. Well, now that I have +1 range, this will go 1 to 7. And you can have up to 6 range. So through equipment, trophies, or whatever, you can add up to 6. Well, that would make this spell from 1 to 12 as its base range, which is phenomenal. Trophies are fun, and that's why I got all excited when I had a couple people hit level 50. It'll get even more exciting as they get up a few more levels and I can start swapping pieces out. Okay, so that's the trophies. Again, there's a ton of them. You can also sort through these. So like, let's say you've got a trophy and you're like, oh my gosh, there's way too many of these. I don't know which one is for strength, so I'm just going to click strength. Well, boom, right there. You check strength, it's going to narrow it down to just the strength. Now be careful not to select, if you were like, oh, I want to see the strength ones and the chance ones and the agility ones. See, when you check off these, it's looking for one trophy that has all 3 of these. So you can only look at one at a time. So you need to uncheck those. So you can be like, okay, here's the strength ones. There's the chance ones. There's the agility ones. I used to make that mistake all the time. I would check off more of these, and I was like, man, there's none in the market. And then I'd feel stupid. if there's a secondary characteristic you're looking for, you can click on this, and you can say, okay, I need something that's got heals. If you click this, it's going to narrow it down to just the heal ones. If you wanted some dodge, because your character's always getting locked by enemies, right here's some dodge trophies. So feel free to explore those. There are a bunch of these things, and they make a huge difference. Once you can get up to level 100 and level 150, these things get even better. Okay, so that's everything with the trophies. So now, underneath quests, back to our gobblies. This is who the Munchkin guy had sent us to go fight the Royal Gobble. So let's head up there, and I'm pretty sure we can smash that dungeon pretty easy. Alright, well, I got all the pieces swapped out for what I can wear on each of these characters so far. And, you know, I think we look a little more epic than we did there in Incarnum with our little fairy wings and halos and things that we had on. Capes and stuff look like at the moment. I think that looks pretty cool. These are actually from a bug race that we will fight at some point called Scara Leaves. But we actually took their wings and made some cloaks out of them. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, this is the Zap up here in the Painella area. I'll show you on the map here, just so you got a reference. Here's Astrub, and you go straight up and in right here, and grab this Zap so that you can get here quicker next time. And then the dungeon, I think, is just up one and over one from here. Alright, here we are. And you will almost always find people here selling Gobble keys. Look at that, 582 Gobble keys. This guy's making a living selling Gobble keys. The Gobble dungeon has got a lot of history to it. Oh, wow, look at that. I never realized it's a giant Gobble right here at the entrance. That's awesome. So, this used to be like the place to level your character, especially if you were a Craw or a Sedita with a big area of effect attack. You would have people levels 100 plus just spamming this dungeon over and over and over again because they could run it from beginning to end super fast. The mobs in here were a good level cap if you were running it solo, and the keys were super cheap. What Ankama ended up doing is they didn't like the fact that people would run dungeons. You know, this is intended for this is a level 30 dungeon. Now, it's not to say that you can't run this at level 200, but it's not supposed to be a great advantage to run this at level 200. So what they did is they changed it to where the number of enemies in the dungeon scale number of people in your group from 4 to 8. So if you run this with just one person, the lowest the group will go down to is 4 enemies. But if you have a team of 4, which is what I like to run with, Gobble just peed all over him in the floor. If you have a team of 4, that means there's going to be 4 enemies in each room. If you run with a team of 5, there'll be 5 enemies in each group. And it'll go all the way up to 8 enemies per room. And you'll see that too when I get in here. You'll see that they'll be grayed out. They changed that so that now the level cap for those mobs are going to be a lot lower. And remember, if your total level cap is way higher than the level of the mob, you're not going to get near as much XP for it. That's when they also did the big change too, where they reworked the dungeons. So this used to be like 8 or 9 rooms long, and now it's just the standard 5. So that's a couple interesting facts for you. In fact, right now, Dofus recently released their Dofus Retro. I think it's called Dofus Retro. And I haven't went on there to check it out. I like this version of Dofus, but people that like to play the old school version, I guarantee you this is where you're going to find a whole bunch of them, and they're spamming this dungeon because back in the old school version, this is where you like to level. It was fast, quick, easy, all that stuff. All right. Rotable the Shepherd. What misfortune? What betrayal? What has happened to my brave Gobbles? Yesterday we were so nice, so helpful, and so protective, and now, so nasty and stupid. They have completely changed. Their name never suited them so well as it does now. My royal Gobble has swallowed 4 Interripsas, 2 Ecaflips, and an IOP in the last few hours. I'm distraught. They don't listen to me anymore. The only solution is to take the Gobble by the horn and let them have it. Help me calm them down. If you have a key, I'll let you into the yard. We're going to use our freebie. All right. First room of the Gobble dungeon. Now, here where we hover over it, see how we got 4 lit up enemy names and then the 4 grayed out ones? That's showing you what would be in the group if you had 5, 6, 7, and 8 characters. I kind of like the music they got going on here. This is different. Back when I played Dofus, just before I started YouTubing, I would never have the music on. I just never did. I'd play my own music station, or I'd be watching Netflix or whatever. But I've found it fascinating how many places actually have some neat sounding songs with it. Now, if you see here underneath Gobbles, I've got 4 of the 5 because I came up here on double XP weekend and I was doing some fighting out here in the city. But this black Gobble, not to be confused with black Gobbly, black Gobble is only located inside this dungeon, kind of like that one in the sand area. But in order to get that achievement, you do have to run the Gobble dungeon. Yeah, that's him right there. That's the black Gobble. Sometimes in a situation like this, you can't see where the enemy is, and you're like hovering around, and you're like, where is he at? If you hold Z, it'll pop up on the keyboard approximately where it is. You can also right-click, you go down here to General Options, Display Characters in Transparent Mode, and when you do that, it'll show you creatures and things through the walls. So like if I stand on the other side of this pillar, so you can see all of me, whereas if I turn off that Transparent Mode, so yeah, now you can't see my bottom half. So if there was a Gobble standing back behind here and you couldn't see it, you can right-click, General Options, turn on Transparency, and boom, now you can see them. I don't like leaving it on because it really washes out the colors. You can't see everything as well. I like seeing these bright, saturated colors. So. Alright, now this should put us in the Royal Gobble room. Here he is. Big and beautiful. He does look grouchy. The little guy at the entrance was talking about how grouchy these guys are. I agree. He doesn't look very happy. Okay, let's check what our achievements are for this dungeon. See if we can pull off any of these. 1 to 50. Go down here. Here we go. Characters must not finish their turn on a cell adjacent to an adversary. Okay, so we gotta stay away from enemies. As soon as an opponent takes damage, it must be killed before the start of its turn. I don't know if we can pull that one off yet. At least not on Royal. We might try, but we'll see. And then a score of 23. Okay, let's see. Can we get an idle score of 23? Okay, we can give him an MP buff. That's 15 points. Alright, we can give him a 50% damage buff. I think we're going to be okay. I think we'll kill him fairly quickly. Total score of 42. So 75% increase in bonus XP and 25 in loot. The resources from this guy are handy. In fact, if we look here, these wolves are used for all kinds of recipes. You might look at this and be like, well, that's not a whole lot. No, what really gets it is this Royal Gobble Essence. you need one of these wools in order to turn into one of these, and these are used for trophies, and then these trophies are also used for making, or idols, I'm sorry, not trophies, and these idols are used for making other idols, and it just amazes me how many things this is actually used for. Now, what is all this stuff here? Wow, 0.001% chance of dropping this. That thing looks awesome, though. 0.001. Oh my goodness. Average price on this is 14.5 million commas. No wonder this one's 8.5 million commas. 30 million commas. Oh my goodness. Wow, that brings a whole new definition to the word rare. Wow. This one gives me a 0.064% chance. So remember, this is all less than 1%. This isn't 1.064. This is 0.064 chance. 0.001. Man. That's pretty cool. Alright, so here's a meat you could drop from this guy, but see how it says level 30? It's a level 30 meat. You would have to have a hunter that's level 30 in order to drop this. That's where I was saying that these guys, even though I was able to collect that meat up in the Incarnum area, because I didn't actually level them as a hunter, even if they had a hunter weapon on, they couldn't drop this meat because they're not a high enough level. There's a lot of neat things that come from these guys. I might need to fight this guy more often. Okay, so Greybeards first. We need to stay away from enemies as we end our turn, and we need to try to kill an enemy before its turn if it takes damage. If that's doable or not will really depend on if I think we can one-shot Royal. Okay, so I want to put Tank. He's the one that's going to be able to most easily walk away from somebody. Explosia doesn't have to worry about it. She's got a spell that kicks everybody away from her every turn. This is the one I got to worry about, my Zeller. She's the one that could get locked really easy. Alright. So this bonus says kill him in a designated order. Alright, let's see. Wow, I'm a little nervous that, Alright. I'm nervous that that thing's gonna walk right here and then lock both of them, and then that's gonna be the end of that bonus. Oh, sweet, it ran away. Oh, cool. Alright, so I won't be able to walk away from you. I guess to play it safe, I'll just hit you with this. Give these guys both a MP buff. There we go. Oh, you would go right there. I can't get away from you, can I? See, the only reason... Well, no, actually, I can still do it. Yeah. See? Boom, no problem. But where it's going to be an issue... Aha! I'll pull him away. That way, she's not locked, because that's what I was worried about. In fact, I'm going to cast Remission on her. And what happens is if anything comes and hits her standing right next to her, it'll push her back. It'll push the enemy back like 2 or 3 spaces. Alright, let's see. Put this down here, I believe. Smash ya. Gives me 2 AP back. I can hit you again. There we are. And I'm going to try to run away. Ooh. Healed it. Okay, good. I got the same target. There we go. Is there a way for me to push? There is not a way for me to push him. Oh, I can use my grapple. There we go. I'm going to put this here, because this way it'll do some healing, and I can grapple to it like this. And I guess I can go ahead and evolve it. Where I got to be careful though is not letting this thing be able to see these guys, because it'll heal on them too. I'll take that. Alright, I'll kick you away. Can I get close enough to use this? Oh! Can I pull? I can pull, but then you... Alright, this hits it a little bit harder. Yeah, you would give me another target finally. There's nowhere I can get line of sight on that. Alright, well I'm nervous this thing's going to come over and try to lock me, so I'm going to move back. It's so funny. I got this person running like crazy, not because she's almost dead, but because I'm worried about ruining that achievement. Yeah, I got both of these guys on tank. Trying to put the stop on them. Well, now I can't go that way. Okay, I gotta go this way. Because I was gonna lose MP, and so even if I went this way to try to hit him, I'd have been stopped right here, which would have put me next to an enemy. So, unfortunately, had to just take it. Okay, so now I'm able to hit on Royal. There we go. Yeah, how do you like that, buddy? Step up here. He might be close enough to get healed. Let's see if he gets healed. Yes. Alright. Ooh, get a good bang on this guy now. Okay, nobody's next to an enemy at the moment, so I can stop there. Sweet. Should be able to finish this guy off now. Oh, and I'm not going to be able to quite hit it enough. Alright, we'll do what we can. Oh, so close. Royal's probably going to come down here and heal it again. He's done it twice now. Look at that! Stupid Royal! Alright, who's the target? Yeah, you're the target. Let's see. Think I can reach you now. Here we are. Boom. You've gotten so lucky. Okay, I think I can push. There we are. Because I really don't want him to get healed. So I need to block the line of sight of this thing. I think that'll do it. Yeah, I don't think he can be seen from that spot. Yeah, you ain't happy about that, are you? Alright, who's the target? Oh, the one person I can't get to. Alright, let's get a bomb out here. See if we can start getting a bomb wall built up. That'll kill things really fast if I can get that going. Yeah, you would. Again, pick something super far away. I teleport. This at least gets me kind of... Alright, I'm going to use haziness. If anything's near me next turn, I should be able to get some good hits on it. So far we haven't lost either bonus either. That's kind of nice. Alright, hit you. And I'll walk away. Alright, I'm going to put this on. Since my health is getting a little bit low. Run it up here just so it's kind of out of the way. Good, I'm actually kind of glad they destroyed that so that it didn't heal this guy. Ooh, almost got you. Oh, sweet. Alright, well I will Pull that out of you. Drop that down on you. Step out of your way. I can't reach that thing. That's what I get for running her clear across the map. Alright. See you later. Alright. We're a step closer. Heal up. I'm just gonna leave the bag here. It's in a nice little hiding spot. Alright, you want me to hit Royal, but I can't really hit Royal. But I can put... Oh, that might heal Royal. I'll put it here. Because this will allow it line of sight on the 3 of us. Can I hit? Let's see, I might be able to... nope, no line of sight there. Look at that. Sweet, now I can hit... Will this be enough to kill it? I think so. Okay, cool. Spread these out more. If Royal gives me a chance to throw them in that wall, I'm gonna go for it. And unfortunately, my Zeller has been kind of a waste of time on this match. All right. A good hit on here. Oh, that should finish it. Sweet. Well, we definitely didn't get the kill an enemy as soon as it gets hurt. We'll have to come back and do that one on another trip. Alright, let's see what he has to say. You're still alive then. I hope my royal Gobble will calm down a bit after that beating he just took. If not, I'll send you in for a second round. That's great. Alright, now it used to be, I don't know if it's still the case here, let's see. Nope. It used to be that once you completed the Gobble dungeon, you got one of those Bow Meow cats that you saw them sitting on the floor over there. They used to give you one every time that you went through this dungeon, but apparently that is not the case anymore. Okay, so let's turn these in. There's a level. Awesome. Sweet. 53 is where I needed to get to on these characters to swap out some good pieces. Okay, now I'm going to run back to Astrub and pick back up when we are at Munchkin. Alright, Munchkin, Meta Munchkin. State that the Royal Gobble wasn't as impressive as people claim. I must admit, you're doing brilliantly. Pull up a chair and let's celebrate your victory. Your next trials might not give us another opportunity to do so. Savor the moment. There we are, look at that. We got almost 4,000 commas and we got almost 700,000 XP. That's why I'm saying those dungeon achievements we just did, I think gave us 140,000 each. So even though we did 3 of those achievements, this still gave us more XP than all 3 of those combined. So that's why I highly recommend you pick up these dungeon NPC quest lines, because you're going to want to go run each of these dungeons anyways. Why not let him pick the order and get a ton of XP and commas and stuff to go along with it? That's just awesome. Let's go ahead and pick up the next one, even though it might be a little bit before we do it. Alright, what's the next trial? Not so fast. From now on, this is what you need to do. Go and see the Keymaster, who will give you the next test. Don't forget that if, by happenstance, you manage to complete all the quests you are assigned, I promise to give you our family relic. There isn't a more powerful artifact in the world of 12. Go to the Keymaster. Alright, the Keymaster, we bring up our little map here, is up here. Little lighthouse thing up here. That's where we go to get to the Keymaster. But the plan is, now that we did, let's see, she wants us to do the cockroach dungeon. So we did the sand dungeon, we did the royal Gobble dungeon. my plan is now, after doing a little bit of the dungeon stuff, is I want to start working on these Astrib quests for the main story. Main quest. Look at that. We are 2% of the way through the entire main quest. We are amazing. All right. A model citizen. These are the Astrib quests. And I'm looking forward to getting a new emote for my team. I really want to do some more of the main story quests so we can be moving towards this first Dofus right here, the Emerald Dofus. I want this Dofus so bad. It gives you 200 vitality, and then when you end your turn next to an enemy, it gives you a shield based upon your level times the number of enemies that are right next to you. So if right here, if old Graybeard had 3 Gobbles surrounding him, he's level 54. Well, if he had this on, at the end of his turn, he would get 54 times 3 stacked onto him as a shield. And this applies every turn. Since he's typically standing next to an enemy, since I like to lock things, this will be very beneficial to him. Plus, it's got 200 vitality. Now, technically, we have to be level 100 in order to wear it. See it up in the top left corner? And my guess is by the time we actually get through these quests, these quests, these quests, and do more dungeons, we'll be level 100 pretty easily. So that's it for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed. I made it through the whole list of things that I wanted to in this episode. Again, if it's going to be 1 episode or 2, will probably be decided as I start doing the editing. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you learned some stuff, got some valuable information. If you have any questions about anything that I covered, maybe I went too quickly, feel free to leave a comment below. If you can, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you want to know exactly when my videos go up. I'm trying to do every 2 to 3 days to have a new video up. So I guess that's about it. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you on the next one.